We're in lovely Missoula, Montana for a classic Big Sky Conference Showdown. The NAU Lumberjacks are in town to take on the Montana Grizzlies, next on Altitude.
Done more.
Great pass to Proctor in the jam.
And we're in lovely Dahlberg Arena in Missoula, Montana, home of the Montana Grizzlies, as these Grizz get set to take on the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rich Winter, riding side saddle tonight, Jay McMillan. And Jay, this team from Northern Arizona, not having a great season, but they have been able to share the ball.
They have been, and Rich, they're coming off a tough loss at playing Cal Davis this past weekend, but I expect a good effort out of him here tonight in Montana.
Talk to me about that young freshman from Northern Arizona. He's having a good year.
He sure is, Rich. He's one of the premier freshmen in the Big Sky Conference. He leads the team, averaging about 12 points a game. He's a quick study. He's really learned how to score the basketball here as a freshman at the Division I level. So we'll see exciting things out of him tonight.
Head coach for the Montana Grizzlies, of course, is Wayne Tinkle. And I'll tell you, folks, he's building something special up here. 3 20-win seasons in a row. And he's got a young man by the name of Kareem Jamar who is stepping forward for this club.
Rich, he sure is. He's very versatile. That's the one word that comes to mind, versatile, because he can play 4 different positions. He came off a great ball game against the University of Hawaii where he had that special triple-double, and expect big things out of him tonight, and should be a great matchup here.
Should be a good game. Of course, it is the Altitude Big Sky Game of the Week where the Grizz get ready to take on the Jacks. It'll be next on Altitude Sports and Entertainment. Tonight's men's Big Sky Conference basketball action on Altitude Sports is being brought to you by BigSky.com. For all your official Big Sky gear, visit BigSkyShop.com, where you'll find over 1,000 products at your fingertips, along with flat rate 3-day shipping for only $4.99. By Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at Southwest.com. And by Cantina Laredo. Experience gourmet Mexican food. Cantina Laredo at the streets of South Glen in Centennial. And good evening, folks. Welcome to Dahlberg Arena. There is a monumental history in this building. I'm Rich Winter along with Jay McMillan. It is a pleasure to be in this building. The Judd Heathcote once ran the walls of this building, the former Michigan State coach. There's a good look at Coach Dave Brown, the Northern Arizona head coach, who stepped in and done an admirable job in a tough situation this year. And for the Grizzlies, it's Wayne Tinkle, the man that is building something special up here in Montana. 3 20-win seasons in a row, and they are on the verge of getting right near again the top of the Big Sky Conference. And welcome back to Missoula, Montana. Having some fun at halftime right now. Montana leads at 43-24, and we've got a special guest joining me at halftime here is Montana Athletic Director Jim O'Day. And Jim, thanks for joining us. I stare across there at all the Lady Grizz banners, and Robin Selvig has done just a tremendous job. He's been so big here in Montana for the last eons of years.
Well, you know, it's been over 30 years that Robin's been with us, and then prior to that he was a player for the Grizzlies under Judd Heathcote. Reminds you a lot of Judd Heathcote, the way that he coaches and the way that he roams around the sidelines. But, you know, pretty special to have a guy here that long and to be able to have the success that they've had. And you look at all the banners, and there's been a lot of people who have been part of that, but the one consistent is Robin Selvig.
You know, you talk a little bit about that women's program and how they filled the stadium over the years. And you've got something building here with Coach Wayne Tinkle, 3 years in a row, over 20 wins, and the attendance starting to come up. People starting to come back and really appreciate and follow this team here now.
Well, I was fortunate when I was a student at the University of Montana in the late 70s, and we were putting in 9,200 people per game.
Right.
You know, we're still a ways from that, but the attendance is continuing to grow. I'm expecting some big games the next 2. And, you know, really Wayne has got some things going. He's got some good young kids, good players, exciting, fun team to watch. They really are.
Talk to me about the physical preparations for what's going to happen here. Of course, you've got Montana State coming in just a couple of days, but that game with Weber State that looms on the horizon on Tuesday, that's a monster, and this place is going to be packed to the rafters with Grizz fans.
Well, it's what you want. You know, there isn't any better time than when you get at the end of the season and you've got a chance to play for a championship, and you've got your rival coming into town in a couple days, and then you've got a great Weber State team with the Lillard kid and all those groups coming in. It's going to be exciting.
Well, lots of exciting things, including a new offensive coordinator named Rosenbaugh. We'll get to that next time. Stick around, everybody. Second half action will be coming your way in just a few minutes.